Hi, I'm William. I've been a really big fan of the Olympic Games since 1972. Back then I was 9 years old and I was sitting on the lounge room floor in front of a little black and white TV set next to my sister, watching all of the wonderful athletes and being struck and impressed by Mark Spitz taking home 7 gold medals in the swimming events. It really left a lasting impression on me. And fast forward 50 years exactly, and I'm now an even bigger fan of the Olympics. And particularly the Winter Games. Very edgy, very cool, ultra-modern. Something else that's cool is that Beijing has become the first city ever to host both the Summer Games and now a Winter Olympic and Paralympic Games. Here in China, I've been following the preparations for these Beijing Winter Games. And I'm happy to say that the infrastructure is all complete, including a brand new high-speed rail link. All of the venues are ready for competition. The volunteer workforce is very ready after months of training, and of course the test events are all now complete, so that we know that things will run smoothly on the day and during the weeks of competition for both the Olympic and Paralympic events. I have a feeling that these Beijing Winter Games will become known as both the Friendly Games and the Sustainable Games. And I say that because of the major ecological restoration work that's been going on, along with the establishment of new forest parks. And of course, many of the Olympic venues, including 15 ice rinks in Beijing, will have a dual purpose, a new function, a new life beyond the Olympics. And of course, many of the iconic venues from 2008, the Summer Olympics, will now have a new lease of life in the Winter Olympics, including the Water Cube. It now becomes the Ice Cube and will host the curling events. I've seen the resolve of the Chinese government and the Chinese people in maintaining public health and safety during this once-in-a-century pandemic. I call it a shared mission in public health hypervigilance. I think the good news for international athletes, officials, coaches, support staff and volunteers is that the pandemic controls, for now, remain in place. I think that's a smart decision. China's preparations for the 2022 Beijing Winter Games have been first class on any international measure. That's great news for China's proud citizens, and it's wonderful news for the international athletes, and of course for mad keen Olympic sports fans like me.